November 30th, 2022. Paradise, Texas. Population under 500. A dot on the map. A town where doors stay unlocked and children play outside until dark. That afternoon, a 7-year-old girl stepped outside her home. Blue jeans with flowers on the pockets, a grey long-sleeve shirt, light brown boots. A FedEx van was backing out of her driveway. That is the last moment Athena Strand was seen alive. Athena Presley Monroe Strand was born May 23, 2015. Second grade, full of personality. Her stepmother Ashley called her wild, not in a difficult way, the best possible way. The kind of child who played in mud and came inside thrilled about the worm she found. The kind of child who ran toward the people she loved with both arms out. Her Uncle Elijah's clearest memory was Athena sprinting toward him, arms wide open, yelling his name. He said after she was gone, he never got to hear that again.
Disturbing new details just released in the death of 7-year-old Athena Strand. This is video of where police found her body last Friday in Wise County. It is a wooded area near water, and according to court documents, Athena was found in that water. Investigators say suspect Tanner Horner hit Athena with the FedEx truck he was contracted to drive.
Her teacher, Lindsay Thompson, said her career is now divided into 2 parts, before Athena and after Athena. Weeks before her death, Athena had written a school journal entry about staying safe and avoiding strangers. Her teacher read those words after she was gone. Here is the verified timeline of that day. 4:15 p.m. Athena arrives home from school by bus. Her father Jacob had left earlier for a hunting trip. Stepmother Ashley was home with the children. A minor disagreement happened between Ashley and Athena. Ashley went to prepare dinner. 5:30 p.m. A FedEx delivery van arrives at the Strand residence. The driver drops off a package, a box of Barbie dolls ordered as Athena's Christmas present. The driver leaves. Ashley goes to find Athena for dinner. She is not in her room, not in the storage shed, not at her favorite tree, not at her sister-in-law's house up the hill. 6:41 p.m. Ashley calls 911. The following morning, an Amber Alert is issued. Law enforcement, Texas Rangers, the FBI, U.S. Marshals, and approximately 300 community volunteers searched Paradise throughout the day. They found nothing, because the person who had Athena had already taken her far from where she disappeared. Investigators worked from the moment the missing person report came in. One of their first leads, digital delivery records from that afternoon. FedEx confirmed a delivery had been made during the window Athena disappeared. The route was subcontracted through Big Top Spin Inc., a Dallas area company. The driver was identified as Tanner Lynn Horner. Inside the van footage, a young girl later confirmed to be Athena was visible talking to the driver. When law enforcement made contact with Horner, he did not deny it. He told them Athena was in his van. He told them she was gone. Inside that van, the inward-facing camera had been covered deliberately with sticky notes. That camera was covered at 4:09 p.m. Horner did not arrive at the Strand home until 5:30 p.m. 1 hour and 21 minutes of deliberate preparation before Athena ever appeared in his line of sight. The microphone kept recording for over an hour. Jurors who heard that audio wept openly. In that recording, Athena can be heard asking him, "Are you a kidnapper?" She told him, "My mom says I can't do that to somebody, and you can't do that to me either." She asked why. He told her, "Because you're pretty." He asked how old she was. He asked where she went to school. He told her to take off her shirt. She refused. She cried for her mother. She asked to go home. At one point, he told her, "If you don't shut up, I will hurt you worse." 7 years old, alone in a sealed van, and she still found the words to push back. She did not survive that van. From jail, Horner made phone calls to his family. In one call, his own mother asked him directly whether he had sexually assaulted Athena. His response, "Nothing weird. I just know. I know how you get." His own mother said those words about her son. "I know how you get." In a separate call with his grandmother, he denied it and said, "How can I not be remorseful? I haven't been on my medication for weeks." Horner gave 3 different explanations across the investigation. First, the accident story. He backed the van into Athena by accident. She wasn't seriously hurt. He panicked, fearing she would tell her father. He placed her in the van, tried to break her neck, and when that failed, strangled her with his bare hands. He told investigators he left her body in a bamboo forest. Investigators searched. Nothing was there. Second, the alter ego. It wasn't him. It was Zero, an alternate identity inside him. When Horner switched into 0, his head tilted sideways, eyes rolled back. Texas Ranger Sergeant Joe Espinosa played along, addressed him as 0, and 0 eventually led them to Athena's actual location near the Trinity River, southeast of Boyd, Texas. Her body was recovered from the water on December 2, 2022. Third, the cocaine story, presented at sentencing. Horner claimed he had been snorting cocaine in the van. Athena saw him. He panicked, thinking she would tell her father, and he would lose his job. His own forensic psychiatrist admitted under cross-examination that Horner had lied to her multiple times across 18 hours of evaluation. There was no way to independently verify the cocaine story. Prosecutors argued all 3 versions were built for the same purpose, to make a predatory act look like a panic. Medical examiner Dr. Jessica Dwyer performed the autopsy. Blunt force injuries to the face, head, neck, chest, and back. A shoe print on Athena's face matched Horner's shoe. A tread pattern consistent with tire tracks was found on her face and chest. DNA evidence matching Horner was recovered from her body. Forensic evidence was consistent with sexual contact having occurred. Athena's clothing had been placed into Horner's backpack and was later found at his home. The next morning, while Athena was still listed as missing, Horner drove his delivery route past the Strand home. He searched. Paradise missing girl. He searched. Do FedEx truck cameras constantly record? He viewed her missing posters. He looked at photos from the search. He knew exactly what he had done. April 7th, 2026. Just as trial was about to begin, Horner stood and pleaded guilty to capital murder of a person under 10 and aggravated kidnapping. He said nothing beyond his plea. The jury's role shifted to one question: death or life without parole. 19 days of testimony followed. The prosecution played the van audio. Jurors wept. They showed a dashcam image of Athena kneeling beside him inside the moving van, alive, unaware of what was coming. The defense presented his diagnoses: fetal alcohol spectrum disorder, autism, PTSD, severe depression, ADHD, lead poisoning. His mother testified she drank heavily during pregnancy, that Tanner was bullied and isolated as a child. The prosecution's answer to all of it: the sticky notes, placed at 4:09 p.m., 1 hour and 21 minutes before Athena, May 5th, 2026. The jury deliberated for less than 3 hours. Yes, he would pose a continuing threat to society. No, there were no mitigating circumstances sufficient to spare his life. Death by lethal injection. Huntsville, date to be determined. Tanner Lynn Horner showed no visible reaction. Before he was led out, Athena's uncle Elijah stood and looked directly at him. There are no words that truly capture the devastation you caused. Athena was laughter, curiosity, kindness, and innocence. She had dreams she will never get to chase, birthdays she will never celebrate, a life she will never get to live. You are a footnote in Athena's story. Her name will forever be remembered. Everyone will forget you. Over 20 Texas school districts asked students to wear pink, Athena's favorite color. Mattel donated 2,000 Barbie dolls to Cook Children's Medical Center in Fort Worth. In May 2023, Texas passed Athena's Alert, a new localized missing child alert for cases where danger is suspected, but the full Amber Alert threshold has not been met. Governor Greg Abbott signed it into law. Athena's name is now embedded in Texas statute. Tanner Horner covered those cameras 1 hour and 21 minutes before Athena stepped outside. Do you believe any version of this was panic, or do the sticky notes tell you everything? Athena Presley Monroe Strand. Born May 23rd, 2015. She was 7 years old. Her name will be remembered.